knew I didn't have time to waste. Yeah, everyone thought I was nuts. Everyone thought I needed therapy. They thought I was crazy and I wasn't going to do what I said I was going to do. But I knew in my head that God had bigger plans for me. I had to do what I got to do. There's no excuses. And there's always a way to do something. You just got to figure out the way to do it. There is no limits, in my opinion.
This guy's a badass. It's obviously not about the car, it's about the man behind the car. Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. I'm going to show you guys something today that should most likely completely and totally blow your mind. Now you might wonder, why am I showing you a pretty beat up, for the most part, stock E46? Well, that's what we're going to get into today. This car is not radically modified. It's got suspension and wheels, and that's it. Why am I showing you this? Well, what I'm going to show you today, by the way, if you don't want to be inspired, I highly recommend just move on to another channel at this point or another video, because this video is going to be inspiring today. For any of us that think we got it tough sometimes, I'm going to show you one today that's going to make you question that one. My friend Mario's in town, and this guy has a story, and this story will blow your mind. We're going to get deep into it in a few minutes here, but I promise you there's a lot of good reason as to why I'm about to show you a pretty beat up 2004 E46. So hold on, because here we go. All right, you guys, it's my buddy Mario.
How's it going, guys?
And I told you I was going to get into why we're showing you a beat to shit E46 M3 today. There's a good reason. My friend Mario, I'm going to get you guys up to speed quick on this, and then we're going to talk a bit here. So Mario was a motocross racer. He was edging on becoming a pro. He was headed in that direction. But then they figured out he had a real knack for road racing, and quickly he moved over to road racing at the pro level, and was kicking ass. This is all when he's 15, 16, 17 years old. And one day Mario thinks it's a good idea to go out and mess around with his buddies on BMX bikes. Hits a turn, goes basically through the turn, neck into the next jump, right?
Well, basically, I hit the jump. I just missed the lip by maybe 2 or 3 inches, and it wasn't packed there because we weren't hitting it there. And went
There's
through the
Leno,
lip.
by the way.
Oh, no way.
We see him every day.
Right on. That's dope that he rides that thing.
Oh, he rides them all, dude. Okay, so you make the jump, but you eat it, and you go head first into the next jump, right?
Exactly.
You wake up in the hospital, and now you're quadriplegic.
Yes, sir. Yep.
You guys get that? Quadriplegic, right? Now, in my opinion, that's all the right in the world to go, excuse the language, but f*** life. I'm going to sit around and mope about how screwed I am. I'm going to take all the painkillers that the docs will give me, and I'm going to waste away. But Mario doesn't do that. Instead, his passion for motorcycles, his passion for automotive drives him to find a way to get into motorsports, huh?
I had no choice, man. Nobody wanted to help, and I wasn't done yet. So, yeah, pretty much passion driven.
Which I love, dude. I mean, we've already talked about it a bit on a personal side here, but you know, I mean, anybody in life gets down on whatever it is, and it takes its effect. I've had my down times. We all do, man. But my worst downtime has never had me in your position. I'm curious, man. Like, what is it? Just an innate, natural drive in you, or did something else kick in when you woke up and found out that you're now paralyzed from your neck down? For the most part,
it's always been kind of natural, man. I've always wanted to push the limits of my abilities, see what I can do in general, whatever I'm doing, and like I said, I worked my entire life with my career and the racing career to get where I was, and hadn't gotten there yet. So I've never been having like a self-pity type of person where I like people feeling bad for me. So I've actually got friends that have stories where they've come into the ER where I don't even remember, and I'm like asking them how their day's going and making jokes and all this and that. And I just don't like people having a pity party for me. I'd rather help people out, and I've always been the shoulder to cry on. So it's nothing new to me. It's just I woke up and I knew I didn't have time to waste. So told me that I'd have the bikes ready for Daytona, and I didn't really realize what I had in front of me, but it's definitely a long journey. It's been a mission, been an interesting journey. But everyone thought I was nuts. Everyone thought I needed therapy. They thought I was crazy and I wasn't going to do what I said I was going to do. But I knew in my head that God had bigger plans for me.
Awesome, dude. You said you're about to have your 12th anniversary of the accident. So in that time, like, since we're in this car today, and I want to talk about your race car also and about the device you created, you know, but so this car, because I told people we're going to show you, there's a reason why we're showing you beat to shit E46 M3. So this car, you said it's got suspension and wheels, otherwise it's a stock car for the most part. But now, by the way, you guys, that's Leno over here. How you doing, Jerry?
That bike is legit.
I want you guys to see, you don't mind you're okay? So you guys see that hand controller there? This is his brake and his accelerator.
So you got brake, throttle.
That's so awesome.
It works pretty well, but I made a different one. It's much better.
That's for this car. We're gonna get into it in a minute with what he's done, because you like this. I mean, you figured this out for a street car, but the drive is about motorsports.
Well, it's about just taking my personal ability to the furthest limit. And my first race car that I built had the system in it, and you're only able to go about 60% or so without catching the actual wherever the limit is, with one hand on the wheel, one hand on the gas and the brake, and not controlling the gear shift points. So that's basically what I wanted to focus on, is figuring out how to capitalize on everything that I'm able to do with the car and what I know I can do with my mind, and seeing how far I can take it.
I mean, that's initially what drew me to getting to know you a little bit and wanting to get to know you more is the what is that drive? What is that thing that goes like, I'm not giving up on my dreams. They've changed now a little bit, but not so much. I mean, because you said with this car, like you coach drivers.
So that's kind of why it's set up as basic as it is, and coach all able-bodied drivers just because it's I know the line relatively well, being from the road course world on street bikes, and so it's the size of my pinky is usually what we're dealing with when you have 4 contact patches. It's not very difficult to translate, and everyone kind of wonders how I'm able to actually feel what people are doing.
So now you realize, okay, so I've got to figure out how to drive a car with just my hands. Which you don't have very much strength in your hands, arms.
My hands don't work at all, actually.
Really?
So that's why a lot of people get confused that I don't use it. I usually use a spinner knob to control the wheel, but I don't like it.
Got it.
Like if you're sideways, you can't let go of the wheel, and you can't shift, or you're stuck to the wheel. So it's just minor details where I figured out how to just utilize what I'm given and make it to the best of what I can do with it.
So this car is a simple version of it, but let's talk about your race car. But you created, what do you call it again?
Well, I call them my Crip Trolls originally.
Your Crip Trolls, right?
But it's a little abrasive to some people, so they don't really technically have it.
So that controller seems pretty sophisticated. Like, why don't you? So you have an idea, and then you also engineered this yourself, correct?
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice, man. Nobody wanted to help, so it was kind of, I'd go to different. I didn't know the actual process of producing something like that, and I went to different engineer shops. I thought they were engineer shops, but CNC shops and such, and asked them for the engineer that's on staff, and they're like, we don't have an engineer on staff. And so basically everyone just kept turning me down, saying it was a crazy idea, that it wouldn't work. And so I was like, okay. So I looked on YouTube and Google and kind of figured out what program I needed to bring the dimension drawings they needed to create everything else. Watched a bunch of videos on that, sold some stuff, bought the program, and learned to teach it how to use it myself, basically, because I had to. And the more time I spent on it, the better I got, and the better the controls got designed, and just kind of all came together with just, I guess, what I know that I can do best with my own muscles.
And do you mind if I pull your system out here?
Not at all.
So you've got, because you don't have any hand strength, this is how your hands go in, correct?
Exactly.
And this one is just like a motorcycle. You guys see, he comes from a bike world, right? So this is your throttle, and then the different movements are shifting, right? Like
the left-hand side, you push forward for brake.
So that would be brake. Back is off the brake.
Off the brake, and then the right-hand side articulates forward and back for upshift and downshift.
Like a sequential, you guys. So all your upshifts are actually forward?
Backwards, just using.
They are just like sequential then.
Yep.
Wow.
It's just using physics to the best of its.
Look at this, you guys. Imagine this, right? A guy that's a quadriplegic that, like I said, could be holed up in some friggin' bedroom somewhere. Instead, he develops this and puts himself in a race car. That controller that he friggin' developed, man. This guy's a badass.
It's just I do what I got to do. There's no excuses, and there's always a way to do something. You just got to figure out the way to do it.
I want you guys to help spread this video like crazy, because I think the more people know about Mario, perhaps what we help him do is help him get funding, help him get sponsorship somehow. I mean, wouldn't you guys love to see this guy racing? Like, dude, I would love to see you in a car where you take your knowledge and your ideas and your ingenuity and then put it in the hands of an engineer and pro builders with a budget to build a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 race car, you know?
That's the goal. That's the dream, man.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what I've been working towards, and so hopefully, if you guys are on point with it, I appreciate it, man, more than you guys know.
Yeah, I just dig that you're a no stop kind of guy, you know?
There's no such thing as stopping, man. There's no limits. We don't know our limits as general human beings, man. That's the biggest thing, is people cap their own abilities by creating personal boundaries in their own mind because they're told by either their doctors or peers or parents or whoever it may be that they can do something or they can't do something, and
you're right.
They decide, okay, well, that's my reality because I'm coming from this background, or I have this ability, or just different ability, whatever you want to call it.
You're
and
right.
People just make a decision in their head before they even actually try it.
Yeah.
Instead of pushing the boundaries, where I usually tend to push the boundaries too much sometimes, so I'm still looking for them every day.
So far, it doesn't seem like you even come close to finding it.
I'm far from finding it, I can tell you that right now. So yeah, no, usually my dreams don't match my budget. That's the biggest problem. So.
Right. It gets visibility.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what if this video went ballistic and somebody out there goes, I want to sponsor that guy. I want to help that guy.
Literally a dream come true, man. So it's like, I get, like you said it several times, that you find it inspiring. And I really appreciate that. But it's, to me, I'm not doing it to inspire anybody.
I get it.
I mean, I'm doing it because it's what I got to do what I want to do.
Right.
But I still haven't reached the goal that I set out for when I was a kid, when I first built the controls. I haven't won a championship. I haven't won anything really to really prove to myself that I can still do what I think I can do, what I know I can do.
Yeah.
So I'm still like, it took somebody pointing that out, because I do a lot of different speeches and stuff, inspirational, motivational speeches, and obviously mentor people and such. But it took somebody actually to get me to step back and say, look what you've accomplished already up to date with learning, teaching yourself how to use SolidWorks and everything else, and blah, 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 and the controls that you've created and the ability to go drive. And I was like, I guess, like, yeah, no, I can appreciate that. And I guess it's somewhat inspiring, but for me, I'm just doing me. There is no limits, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep pushing, looking for them, and raising the bar. Well, and even if it wasn't just like to win the world championship or to be the world champion or to be a race car driver in general, like I said, just to push our personal abilities and our limitations is what I haven't found yet. I haven't found the limits yet, so I'm going to keep pushing them.
I truly do think it's amazing that whatever it is in you, bro, we're all dealt the deck of cards we're dealt. It's what you do with that deck of cards, you know, and this is your deck, and you're
just constructing my own house out of it.
Playing it full out, bro.
Mario races a 2002 BMW M3 E46.
All right, you guys, well, that's it for Mario's semi-fairly, but working quite well, beat up E46 M3, man. Now you guys get why it is that we're showing you that car today, because it's obviously not about the car, it's about the man behind the car. I hope you enjoyed this one today with my friend Mario. I hope you my intent, you know, like I've told him, my intent was to motivate and inspire always. And although it's not Mario's intent, his is just to get back in a race car and back on a bike. You know, like I said, dude, I find it inspiring what you do, man.
And I appreciate that more than you know. So it's just, I realize I do inspire certain individuals to do certain things. So if I can continue to do that and have them chase their dreams as well, that's all I can really ask for. So it's, like I said, I'm passionate about racing and going fast and having fun with good people. But if I inspire you to do the same thing, whatever your passion may be, then that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking the time today, dude, and doing this. You know, it's and I'm on board as much as I can try to help. I mean, I hope this video helps to create some visibility. Maybe who knows, man? Maybe something pops and clicks, and maybe you get a couple bucks or sponsor or something, you know?
It'd be awesome, man. But I was just coming to hang out with you and check out your shop, man. I was
totally
stoked to see the whole deal and everything you got in here, which is super rad and really rare, to be honest. So and just hang with good people. And, to have all this is just a bonus, in my opinion. So.
Yeah. That was the goal today. Was Mario was coming over just to check out the shop, and then last minute I went, no, we gotta shoot something, man. I mean, this is a cool. I think this is a cool story, man. And anyways, dude, I'm just stoked. You know, thanks for doing this.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Appreciate you. For sure. So you guys, keep hanging in there, keep watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for helping us grow this thing, man. We just crossed 18 grand on subs. I'm super stoked. Thanks. I truly appreciate you guys watching and doing this. And pass this one around, man. If there's any video you guys are going to share and help grow it, let's make this sucker viral, and let's have Mario be well known and get the sponsorship he requires to get back out and, you know, be competitive. So thanks a lot, you guys. We'll see you in the next episode, man. Later.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
Cool.